Ladies and gentlemen, I've got a big video for you. We're talking about a massive airdrop potentially coming to the Binance Smart Chain. Now, when I say massive, I don't know the USD value of the airdrop. I just know the project in and of itself is incredible. We're going to be talking about that project and kind of how to take advantage of that airdrop a little bit later in the video. But the team behind this airdrop is the team that has been behind Four. This is their first project, Four. I want to talk about this project. What is this project? What have they done? Because I think what this is like, project is totally flying under the radar. Hardly anyone knows about this, but I got a feeling when they roll out this second project and they do this airdrop, they're going to make an enormous splash in the crypto community by far. And I'll tell you why. It's because of the timing of this second project and what they're looking to accomplish. But again, we'll get to that a little bit later in the video. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Crypto Wealth. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I believe in cryptocurrency. I believe that we are on the cutting edge of a technological revolution that is going to change the world. If you believe that as well, do me a favor and smash that like button. And if you like airdrops, you like earning passive income, and you love cryptocurrency, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. Let's talk about this right now. First, let's talk about Four. I believe that if a project is going to succeed, then it's important to look at the past of the team. Meaning, I was on a coaching call today with a client, and I said, really a friend now, and I told him, I said, listen, one of the things I look at is I don't just look at use case. I look at the team. Have they done something else in the space? What is their experience? We were talking about a project that ended up a big sacrifice phase yesterday, and I said, hey, look at the background of the development team. What have they done? What have those projects successfully accomplished? And right here, when you look at Four, this is important because this lays the groundwork of the airdrop that's to come. So first, let's talk about what the Four project is. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is sponsored content. The Four team reached out to me, and I'm very glad they did. I have delved into this project. This project has been going on since 2018 when the white paper was launched, and it is a full white paper. We're going to hear a little bit from the CEO of the project here in a moment. We'll get to that. So I've got so much in this video for you today. You're not going to want to miss this. So turn off any distractions that you have. Grab a pen and paper. We're going to learn about this incredible project together. So for delivering blockchain technology to the real world, the ultimate goal of this project really and truly is about economic mass development or mass adoption of cryptocurrency and being able to use it to be able to transact in. Now, you would think that you would have heard about this. After all, economic transactions, it really was the foundation of why Bitcoin existed, right? So the question is, if this project has such a kind of legacy goal, how come I haven't heard of it just yet? Well, I think it has a lot to do with their approach. They were not first on the scene, obviously, but their approach to getting mass adoption, I think they're moving in the right direction. And I'm very excited to watch this project. I'm going to continue to watch this project. I encourage you to continue to watch this project as well. I'm going to talk to you about their strategy. One thing I talk about understanding the past of the devs past, what their experience is. Have they worked on other successful projects before? This dev team they actually helped the Ethereum development team quite a bit, but also they're really following a model, the same type of model that Jeff Bezos used to be able to take Amazon into e-commerce. By the way, Amazon was not the first e-commerce company, not by a long shot. But Jeff Bezos did something really extraordinary to be able to bring e-commerce basically to worldwide mass adoption with one company. And I think Four blockchain is doing something very similar. It's just a matter they've got to fine tune what they're working on. But I think with the new developments coming out, I think it's going to be extraordinary. So let's just get into this. So Four blockchain, delivering blockchain technology to the real world. What can Four blockchain do for you? Let's cover the vision. Reliable, quick transaction, fast, scalable transactions, private and transparent. So Four was originally a fork of Pivx way back when. Now we're talking about way back when. The Pivx blockchain, the development that has happened now makes Four altogether different. I mean, these people are really starting from the ground up, creating their own project. For example, I can tell you the website hasn't caught up to it, but I'm going to show you a video from the CEO, and he talks about how their focus is not so much on the private transaction side. In fact, they're going to be letting this fall to the wayside, if you will. Pivx is upgrading some of their privacy transactions on their blockchain, and he just says point blank, that's not our goal. I respect the privacy transactions that projects like Pivx and Monero and Dash and Zcash. I respect that. I think there's a place for that. It's just not where our project is going. They really want 4 to be able to be used as a economic transactional currency to complete everyday transactions. And the way that they're leading in the marketplace, I really like it a lot. So for example, there are a lot of people that say, hey, we're waiting for adoption. But what 4 is doing, they're not waiting on adoption. They're trying to create a business model that in and of itself encourages adoption. I can tell you, if the Bitcoin development team had had a way to do this, or if someone had had the foresight to do this with Bitcoin, we may have already seen far more mass adoption than we already see in Bitcoin. Rewards for participation. Let's keep going. So rewards for participation. For blockchain is a Masternode coin. Those of you who are familiar with Masternodes, basically you can open up your own wallet. When you have your wallet, you're able to get Masternode rewards inside of that wallet. And I'll show you where you can go to set up a wallet later should you want to be able to do that. The Masternode rewards that you get are pretty good, and the world of Masternodes is pretty stable as well. The rewards come out to, let's see, where's it at? It comes out to about 20% ROI. In the world of Masternodes, especially one that's been around since 2018, that's a pretty good return. Even since 2019, the price has been up and down a lot. There's probably a lot of chances to be able to kind of swing trade this, but if you have been dollar cost averaging most of this over here, you probably would have ended up being up a good little bit, because the price has been on the 15 cents, 18 cents, 20 cents more recently. You could earn some pretty good income. I love projects where you can hold it as they're working on mass adoption and you can earn in the process, as opposed to just holding, say, Bitcoin in your wallet, not earning anything. So it is a Masternode coin. Decentralized marketplace. This is part of what really sets this thing apart in a big way. They're setting up a decentralized marketplace. We'll come back to that. I want to first, let's come over here quickly and just look at the team. I want to talk about this. We're going to talk about the team a little bit. I'm going to talk to you about our decentralized marketplace, because this is the thing that starts to make them a little bit unique. And then I'm going to talk to you kind of about how you can actually get the airdrop, and we're going to touch on the new project that's coming. And I say new project, they're not abandoning 4. 4 has a whole roadmap that's going, they're basically creating a second project. What happened was, the new project coming is called Graphene. Graphene was originally going to be sort of an upgrade to 4, but as they started working on Graphene, they realized, we just need to make this our own separate project. So we'll get to that in a minute. I'll show you how they're going to be doing the airdrop on the Binance Smart Chain. So let's come over here and look at the team quickly. This gentleman here, Michael Trisco, we're going to hear from him in a minute in a video. Very knowledgeable. I mean, the guy has a track record in the cryptocurrency space. He's been on this project basically from the beginning. This is really his baby. Julian Meyer here, he references him a lot, and I've seen other documentation referencing Julian. I believe he's like the main developer as well. This Wayne guy developed some as well. I've heard him referenced. In fact, he was referenced in the video I'm going to show you here in a moment. Again, Ethereum reached out to these guys when they saw what they were doing. They reached out to them, and for a while, they were leading the way on some of the development of the Ethereum blockchain. And what happened is they basically had this aha moment. This is what I'm told. They had this aha moment. It's like, wait a minute. If Ethereum can't figure this out and we can figure this out, why don't we just do this for our own blockchain? And that's where they started moving in the direction of some of their newer current development. So what makes them so different than every other project? I mean, outside of the fact that their whole goal is fast, cheap transactions, that's always the goal. Using a Masternode coin, okay, great. What makes them separate? One of the things that I think it makes them unique is their method for adoption. And I think this is going to lead to that's their marketplace. This is going to lead to something extraordinary. So originally this was set up to buy and sell goods and services with zero fees using cryptocurrency. So this was going to be a way to be able to set up basically list your own product for sale, or your own products for sale. In this marketplace, inside of the marketplace, just about anything that you want, you can buy and sell. You can use 4 token, you can use Bitcoin. They're going to be integrating some new tokens as well, as soon as this Graphene's launched, they're going to be implementing some new tokens inside the marketplace. Also, this is going to be huge. The marketplace, you can already list cryptocurrency for sale. Get this. You can list cryptocurrency for sale, and you can set it for current market price. So there's a decentralized way to be able to sell your cryptocurrency. You go there, you list, hey, I got $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, or I got a Bitcoin for sale, and I want to sell at current market price. And if someone comes along, they want to buy that Bitcoin, that half a Bitcoin, that tenth of a Bitcoin, whatever, they can buy it based on the current market price. And you can set it up where there's an escrow where it's like, you've got to accept payment, then you can release the cryptocurrency or whatever it is you're selling. And literally you can sell absolutely anything in this marketplace. But here's what I love about the marketplace It's done in a way that is decentralized. You download this on your computer and it integrates right away with your 4 wallet because you set it all together. You set it up together. Right there, you have access to this marketplace and you're not relying on some website to be able to host it. That's what I love about it. Automatically, there's a certain level of decentralization that exists. So you don't have to depend on a website staying up. I want us to just for a moment hear something that this is the CEO talking about. He did a whole AMA. It's over an hour long. I listened to the entire thing. It's very, very good. I'll link it down in the description. I'll put it at the very bottom of the description. You can come watch this entire AMA. But right here, he's going to talk about what they're doing with the marketplace. And I want you to be able to listen to that. Once we finish with this, I'm going to talk to you about how to get the airdrop for the new Graphene token. So listen carefully.
Well, I see a question here about how will the exchange functionality of the 4 marketplace work. So I kind of addressed that already, but let me just see if I can clarify that.
So they're bringing a DEX to the 4 marketplace, and that's what he's talking about. And what you're going to find out is there's not a lot to change. The capability is already there, but they're going to make it where it's a little bit more user-friendly. But let's listen to what he has to say.
Right now, there is the ability to, you basically make a listing to sell cryptocurrency, and that's kind of how it looks. So if I want to sell, if I want to sell 4, or if I want to sell BNB or something like that, I would make a listing for that, and then I can accept payment in any of the wallets that we have. So I could sell BNB tokens, and I can accept 4, or I can accept Bitcoin right now. And as soon as we have the release out that supports Ethereum, then I could accept Ethereum as a payment. So there's probably a dozen or so, maybe a couple dozen tokens or other things that aren't really supported as wallets, but you can still sell those tokens like you would sell anything else, essentially. And so people can put listings on there to sell those things. They can put in the prices. They can also actually handle floating prices. So you can say, I just want to sell it at the market price, whatever it is right now. Or you can set a fixed price and then you can do that trade. And it uses the same process everything else does in the marketplace, where you can have a moderated transaction. So you can make sure that it's kind of held in escrow until you receive what you bought. And then it releases the payment currency to the seller once you say you've received it. So that's the basic mechanism of how it works in the marketplace. Again, once we overhaul the interface, it'll look a lot more like a decentralized exchange with like an order book, and you can choose which order you want to accept and things like that. But for now, that's essentially how it works, is you can go find a listing for the cryptocurrency that you want to buy, or you can put in your own listing for something you want to sell, and then people can trade with you. So that's the essential mechanism behind that.
So again, you can watch this full video. It's very, very good. He talks about how they did not raise this as an ICO. They did not start for as an ICO. It's really good what they're doing. I mean, you can really tell this is a well thought out CEO. He really has a vision for where they want this project to go and what they're looking to do. And you can go to the website, by the way. Come over here to the website. You can come look at info. This is their white paper, I believe. Yeah, their white paper, first of all, goes all the way back to 2018. It is a 50-something page document. Like, this is an old school real white paper. This is not some sort of light paper fake marketing document. This is a real meaty project. I encourage you to check it out. I want to tell you right now, I really appreciate the 4 marketing team reaching out to me, asking me to make this video, because it allowed me to discover a brand new, very interesting, very exciting project. Now, I want to say this real quick before we go to the airdrop. One of the things that Jeff Bezos did in order to start Amazon, if you don't know this, his whole goal was to always have an Amazon type business model, meaning a e-commerce business model that the entire world could use. However, in the beginning, years ago, Amazon only started out as an online book retailer. They only sold books in the early days. That was it. Some of you are old enough to remember that. You could not buy anything else but books. In fact, originally you could only buy hard copy books. Later they came out with digital books. And for the first couple years, that was it. He understood, Jeff Bezos did research. He understood that he had to find the easiest way to break into the e-commerce space. And he recognized that it was easier to meet the customers where there was basically opportunity in the market. And that opportunity was in the book space. And then he expanded later on. 4 appears to be doing something similar. They know that they need to give customers a reason to want to use the cryptocurrency. And they want their cryptocurrency to be able to be used for e-commerce. So create an e-commerce platform so people can experience what it's like to use it. Create a decentralized e-commerce platform. See, that's extraordinary. This has enormous long-term potential. Now, ladies and gentlemen, none of this is financial advice. I told you this was a sponsored video. So who knows where the future holds. Now, whether it's for blockchain or not, somebody's going to eventually create a massive decentralized e-commerce marketplace. And the idea that a blockchain company is doing that with their own cryptocurrency, decentralized cryptocurrency, I think it's extraordinary. And I'm going to continue to follow this project for sure. Now, let's talk about their new project they're launching, or the new project that's going to spin off basically. To get the free airdrop, you have to own 4 tokens, and you need to own them in your wallet. You can own them on certain exchanges, but I'm going to tell you now, it's better to own them in your wallet. The Graphene airdrop. Now, I'm going to be talking more in depth about Graphene. If you think 4 is interesting, Graphene is phenomenal. Like what Graphene is looking to do, some of the same projects that you and I are part of right now, smart contract projects that offer cheap, fast transactions. Graphene has the ability to literally turn that on its head. The transactions per second is some of the highest I've seen on any blockchain. We'll save that for another video. If you want to learn more about that, be sure to subscribe. Hit that bell notification icon, click all, because here in the next week or two, I'm going to be talking about that. However, let's talk about just an overview. Graphene is a next generation blockchain architecture that makes use of the Casper staking consensus model being developed by the 4 blockchain team. This is important. They're going to do the airdrop on the Binance Smart Chain, but they're creating their own blockchain. This is not a fork of another blockchain at this point. The architecture is currently in late stage development and written in Go, the Go programming language. My understanding is a simpler language. It's easier to program in. I'm not exactly sure. If you know the advantages of programming in Go, let me know down in the comments. So let's talk about the airdrop. So Graphene will be airdropped to 4 holders. There is no other way to receive Graphene tokens upon initial distribution. So this is the only way to be able to get access to the token initially. In order to receive Graphene tokens, you must hold 4 tokens in either your personal for a wallet or an exchange, a third-party wallet which supports the airdrop at the time of the blockchain snapshot. I'm going to tell you, I looked at the different exchanges that are available. I would not recommend, none of them are big exchanges right now, although I'm told there's 2 top 10 exchanges at this very moment that they're talking to about listing both 4 and Graphene, but they want to make certain they list them both at the same time. They're literally in talks right now. I was asking about this, and I'm told those talks are taking place right now. This second, if you want to be able to get access, the exchanges are going to be places like, I saw a list of the exchanges earlier, but I came across this in the white paper. Just for the record, the exchanges are places like LA Token and some of those smaller exchanges that they currently have available right now. If you log into the wallet, there's a button that says buy. And if you click on that button, it tells you, the most recent exchanges that have volume to be able to purchase this token. This is a very small cap altcoin. You're talking about, I think it's like a 5 million. Where's it at? I had it pulled up on CoinMarketCap. Currently at 15 cents. It's been a bit of a pullback. Typically, I like to buy when there's a pullback. Market cap, $3.8 million market cap. So you're talking about a very small cap coin here. Very small cap coin, ranked 1100 on CoinMarketCap. This thing, it has so much potential should it, continue to do well with this development. And these are the type of projects that they're sleepers for a long time and then they explode on the scene. But I want to quickly show you something to the 4 token. We'll get back to Graphene in a minute, but I just saw this and I thought, I need to talk about this. A couple of things that they're looking for future development is, of course, atomic swaps and sidechains. Now, if they get to the point of doing atomic swaps, that's a game changer. Everybody thinks it's going to be easier than it is, and most people struggle to make it happen in a way that's simple and usable. But atomic swaps is a game changer. Reward for participation in the network, they've got that with Masternodes. Decentralized marketplace, they got that. Advanced flexible smart contract platform for building decentralized applications. They're working on that. Listen, here's what's interesting. The marketplace, they want to include things like a decentralized version of crowdfunding, something that is censorship resistant. So right now, if you were to go to GoFundMe, for example, and you were asking for help about some sort of project or raising money for something, let's just say it was political, it was a little bit controversial, GoFundMe can come to you and say, no, we don't want you to raise money for that project. It doesn't have to be illegal. GoFundMe can just tell you they don't want you to raise money for that project. Well, the developers and the CEO believes that should not be something that you can censor. People should be able to raise money for whatever they want. So now you're talking about a decentralized crowdfunding. So not just decentralized marketplace, but decentralized crowdfunding, something that's decentralized like fundraising, decentralized Kickstarter, all those sort of things is also what they were talking about being able to bring to the 4 blockchain. Back over to Graphene. How do you get Graphene? You have to own the 4 tokens. You must hold them in your wallet. I recommend that you not leave them on an exchange. I recommend that you hold them in your wallet. And here's why. The exchange can always say, yes, we'll honor that, but then they can always change their mind. And you don't have any control over that. If you have the 4 token in your wallet, then you're going to be good. What's going to happen is they're taking snapshots. They're taking several snapshots, a total of 6. Now, they've already taken 4 of these snapshots. We've already missed out on the first 4. But snapshot 5 and snapshot 6, they're going to be taking over the next 2 to 3 weeks is my understanding. And if you own 4 tokens in your wallet, just hold them in your wallet. What's going to happen is they are going to release this on as a Binance Smart Chain coin. Now, if you go through this article, it says it's an ERC20 coin. But if you watch the video here, he says they decided to release it on the Binance Smart Chain. What's going to happen is 16.66% of the supply gets distributed to each snapshot. So we can still have access to some free tokens for snapshot number 5 and snapshot number 6. We're talking about the Graphene token. Now this token, you're talking about some incredibly fast throughput. What they're doing, they're looking to rival something like Cardano and getting it out faster, quicker. You're talking about have their own blockchain possibly launched by the end of the year and being able to have the ability to have programmable smart contracts on that blockchain as well. This could be incredible. Here's the challenge. If you jump into something like this and you start putting your own hard-earned funds in, you're taking a little bit of a risk. But if you can, get in on something like 4 and then be able to earn some free tokens, you kind of decrease or minimize some of the risk. Again, none of this is financial advice. But if you find these projects fascinating, I definitely recommend that you take advantage of the airdrop, and I recommend that you do it right away. Beneath this video, I'm going to put in the description, I'll put this video as well. I'll put the main website to 4 as well. I'll put a link to their Telegram. They have a Discord. You can go in there. Sounds like they have an incredible community. I recommend that you check it out. If you have any questions, you can always put them down in the comments. If I don't know the answers, then maybe one of our viewers will know the answers and they can answer your questions as well. Listen, cryptocurrency is ultimately about all of us learning together. This space, there's so many projects in this space, it's impossible to understand everything. I believe that we need to look at the use case. I believe we need to look at the experience of a management team and what has been their past track record. Now, I'm really excited about Graphene, and I'm actually probably more excited about Graphene, but I'm excited about the progress this team has made with 4 and the fact they're going to start developing on a project like Graphene as well, and what it's looking to do and what it can accomplish might be a game changer. Stay tuned for that. That will be coming up in another video over the next couple of weeks, so you don't want to miss that. Ladies and gentlemen, cryptocurrency is incredible. This technology is unbelievable, and this space is moving very, very fast. You don't want to get left behind. Those of you that are watching this video, congratulations. The rest of the world is worrying about what current health crisis is going on, and they have no idea that economic technology is changing right in front of their eyes. But you are here. You get it. You're part of this revolution. Together, we are moving forward in this space. We are learning together. We are investing together. We're having fun together. And we're part of something that is going to change the world. That makes us a part of that change. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.